In this video, I'll demonstrate how easy it is to create a progressive web app. Now, this is the site builder or page builder, and this is the main menu. Progressive web apps are in here. Any progressive web apps that you've created show up in here. But before you create a progressive web app, you have to create a site first, because progressive web apps are built just like websites are, in that they're HTML based, but our Mobi First platform or site builder makes it so easy to create. And let me show you why. I'll click into the mobile and desktop sites button here, and in this menu we have mobile and desktop sites. That's where we go to create these sites, which are then converted into progressive web apps. What I want to show you here is templates. So we provide templates, and you can select the category here. Let me just select, here's one. These are already made progressive web apps or websites that you can just pick any one of these templates, switch out the information with your information, swap out this logo with your logo, and you're pretty much done. So I've already got one built because I know your time is important, probably don't want to watch me build it from scratch, although, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, you just replace this info with your info, and you would just choose whichever design you like. We even have some for podcasts. I'll go back to the menu, and I'm going to select mobile and desktop sites. Now these are sites that I've already built. I have a lot of them in here. Obviously you won't have any until you build one. So I'm going to click here to sort to get to the one I want to get to, and that would be this one here, Mobi Burgers. I'll click on that in the edit button over here on the right, the little yellow button. And over here on the right we have a virtual smartphone. So as you build your app, you'll see what it looks like here. As you build it, if you do want to see what it looks like on your own phone, you can just click right here, this QR code. As a matter of fact, you can scan this right now on your smartphone, and you'll pull up this app, and you'll see how it looks. And you can, you know, demo it, play around with it. Okay. So these are all the pages that make up your progressive app or website, and these are all the pages that you're looking at here. Now, if we click into one of these pages, this page, for example, is called our menu, which is this one right here. So I'll click into it, and that page is made up of widgets. Our system offers many widgets. Here's an example of the widgets that you could choose from to insert into your page that you're building. Here's a nice one, a scratch card. Works just like a lottery ticket. People scratch it off with their finger, and it reveals a prize that, you know, you might offer them, or a discount or whatever. And it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead. Like I said, I'm not going to get into this. I'm just going to show you how to convert it into a progressive web app. So I'm going to go back to the menu again. Actually, I don't have to. Over here on the left, we have progressive web apps. I'm going to click on that. These are all the progressive web apps I've already created. Obviously, you won't have any there because you haven't created any yet. So to create a progressive web app out of that site that I just showed you, I'm going to click on this green icon with the plus sign over here on the right. So I'm going to click on that. It asks me if I'm sure that I want to create a progressive web app. I'll click OK. Now from this drop-down list, it's going to ask me to select from one of the sites I've already created. Obviously, if you're new, you're only going to see the one that you created. You're not going to see a whole bunch in here like I'm seeing here. And the one I want to select is the one that I showed you before, and that one's called Burger Demo. So I'm going to click on that. make sure it shows up right in here, and it does. So I'll click Create a PWA from this site. I'll click up here where it says Are you sure? I'll click OK. Now, the first thing that shows up here is this logo. That's because it brought it over from the logo that I uploaded for the web browser version of this app. In other words, progressive web apps can also be viewed as websites. So I've uploaded this logo to be viewed when people browse on a desktop computer. This is the logo they would see right here. But I'm going to remove this from the conversion process by clicking the little trash can there, because I don't want to use that one, because that one actually won't work. Because if you look here, this image has to be 512 by 512 pixels. Now this is the image that that's gonna be your custom app icon. So when your shoppers install your app, this is the image that's gonna be your icon. Okay, so back to that later. Let's go to the first step. So you need to give your app a name over here in the first field. Now it already brought over the title of the site that I previously made, Burger Demo. So I'm not going to use that. Instead, I'm going to call it Moby Burgers. I'll just paste it. Now this is the name that shows up underneath your custom app icon that resides on the home screen of people's phones. So you want to make sure that's nice and short. Now you also need to add a description. I'll just paste what I saved earlier. And it asks for a background color. I'm going to select yellow because that's going to match my theme. I'll click Choose, OK. Yep. I'm going to select the category, Food. And I'm going to upload that image that I need. It's going to be, remember, it's got to be 512 pixels by 512 pixels, and there's mine. Now you have to hit the upload button right here to actually upload it. I mean, it looks like it's already there, but it's not. It's just a preview. You have to click the upload button. So I'll click on that, and it's uploaded. Okay, now important thing to remember here is every single one of these fields has to be filled in. Otherwise, it will not create the PWA. So, and that includes a description. So make sure all these are filled in and that you have hit the upload button to upload an image, and this is important, that it's 512 by 512 pixels, and it has to be one of these formats right here. So make sure it's one of these formats. Now I will hit the green button on the bottom for save, and this should create the PWA, and it did. It says right here, your PWA is ready. Now to demonstrate that it was actually converted into a progressive web app, I've come back to the page builder to the site that I was working on before we converted it. Here it is, burger menu, and these are all the pages like I explained before. And remember I showed you that QR code? I'm going to actually click on that button again, and I'm going to take a picture of this with my phone. Now I'm actually sharing my phone on the screen on another monitor, so let me drag that over. Okay, so this is my phone. I'm going to turn the camera on the phone by dragging down on my Android phone here. I'll click on QR code. I'm going to take a picture. Let's see if this works. There we go. Okay, now on my Android phone there, I'm going to click where it says Open Link. Okay, now I have this pop-up that's asking me if I want to add it to home screen. So on my phone, I'm going to tap here to add it. It's going to install it. I'm going to click Agree. I'm clicking this on my phone. and it says it was added. In addition to the message that you saw asking you to save it to your home screen, you will also see a message asking if you want to subscribe to receive push notifications. Now, I didn't get that message because I had already installed this and had already subscribed to receive push notification messages. In any case, push notification messages show up in here. This one doesn't have any, but this is, and it would also show up in here when you send a push notification message to your subscribers, just alongside all the other notifications that they receive. This is the image for the icon that we uploaded when we converted it to a PWA. It looks perfect. And this is the name of the app that I had entered during that process, Moby Burgers. So that looks perfect. And that's it.